But let's shift focus on the big theme, which is clean energy space, and that's green hydrogen. Well, India ignited its green hydrogen revolution in 2022 with a dedicated policy, sparkling a flurry of initiatives. Currently, India has set a production target of 5 million metric tons of green hydro energy by 2030. So what does India need to do to reach this target? Whether it will be able to meet this and how? Mihika, which has tracked this sector closely, joins us with more details. Mihika, take it over.
So India has set many and specific green hydrogen goals. Green hydrogen is basically hydrogen produced by renewable electricity and makes less greenhouse emissions. Now, what are 2030 targets? Well, a production target of 5 million metric tons per annum and 15 gigawatts of electrolysis capacity. And the green hydrogen production target will be supported by renewable capacity. Now, there are certain current incentives in place. One is the Strategic Intervention for Green Hydrogen Transition Program, which is also called SITE. The total outlay stands at 17,500 crores. 4,444 crore is for electrolysis manufacturing and 13,050 crore outlay for green ammonia production. And there are certain listed companies as well that have become winners in terms of capacity. We have a Reliance Industry subsidiary, which is Reliance New Energy, Wellspin, Torrent Power, CSC, UPL, as well as JSW Energy. Other incentives also include green hydrogen plants, which are exempted from environmental clearances, as well as the interstate transmission charges are waived off for green hydrogen for 25 years. But there are still some challenges despite the incentives. One of the biggest is cost. Now, the current green hydrogen production costs are 2 times the hydrogen produced from coals and 4 times the hydrogen produced from natural gas. So now, current cost per kg in terms of production stands at $4.5 to $5.5. The 2030 target ranges to 2.5 to 3. But as per KPMG reports, the best case scenario to boost viability and to make it competitive would be $1.6. There are also other challenges like logistical difficulties with storage, infrastructure, and mismatch in producer offtake agreements. So what is needed? One is more incentives to make the costs more viable and competitive to other themes. One is a reduction in electrolyzer GST from 18% to an expected 5% as per SBI Capital. The waiver of power banking charges as well as green debt provision to fund the capex. Higher impetus to develop renewable energy dedicated for green hydrogen is also necessary, and a standard medium-term off-taker agreement of 10 years, which meets the producers as well as the off-takers ask. And lastly, who could the incentives benefits? There are a number of companies in the space, in the electrolysis tech and manufacturing. We have an RIL, Cummins, L&T, and the Worry Group. And EPC players, we have players like L&T and Tata Projects. And we're the ones building the hydrogen plants, we have an Adani group companies, RIL, JSW Energy, Torrent Power, Renew Power, as well as the Acme Group.